Yeah. Hey, T. Is it okay if I come and get Miracle and she spend the night with my daughter, Monty? Lou! This T box. Lou!
Heartbreaking tragedy in Midtown as a mother of 4 is gunned down in broad daylight. Police have made an arrest in connection with the deadly shooting, and a community is left to mourn the loss of a beloved family member.
"36-year-old Rita Williams was born and raised in St. Louis, Missouri, a proud mother of 4 beautiful children and a woman who radiated joy wherever she went. Described by those who knew her best as kind, sweet, and endlessly entertaining, Rita had a presence that could uplift anyone around her.
My mother, cheers.
To the big head, Bob. Hey, you want to drink with me?
Happy birthday! Aha.
Say happy birthday too. I've been giving you away. I told you, drink.
It's my mom's birthday.
Yep.
She don't want to see you get. Look, she's talking about her hair. Look at my hair. I get it from my mom. I get it from my mom. So make sure they got all their stuff together.
Okay.
All right, Tixie, love you. And happy birthday. Happy birthday. Girl, you looking so cute.
It's your birthday. It's your birthday. It's your birthday.
Okay, Tixie, I
love you like T.
love you more.
Hey, no. Hey, no.
Auntie,
This little Rita. I gotta get my own
I'm trying to
kids. I want my own kids.
She talks to the kids. Hold on.
Her loyalty was unmatched. She was always the first to show up for those she loved, offering unwavering support and compassion. Her smile was unforgettable, warm, genuine, and capable of brightening even the darkest day. Rita had a unique way of making people feel instantly comfortable, as if they'd known her forever. She was outgoing, full of life, and always up for a good time, whether it was dancing, laughing, or just enjoying the moment with friends and family. Rita shared a close bond with 46-year-old Bestie Thomas, her longtime best friend and roommate. Their friendship spanned years, and Bessie was deeply familiar with Rita's life, her children, and her extended family. They were more than friends. They were chosen family, inseparable and constantly sharing life's ups and downs. The two often spent time together, enjoying everyday activities and special outings. In one video, Rita can be seen laughing and having fun with her friends, including Bessie, just one of many carefree days they spent enjoying each other's company.
Fire, beautiful, sexy as a mother. What?
On what seemed like another ordinary night, Rita, Bessie, and another close friend decided to go out and enjoy themselves like they had many times before. But what began as a joyful evening quickly took a devastating turn. A night meant for laughter and memories instead spiraled into tragedy. At approximately 5 p.m. on February 1st, 2025, officers with the St. Louis Metropolitan Police Department were dispatched to the Quick Trip located in the 900 block of South Vanderbilt Avenue following reports of a shooting. When they arrived on the scene, they were met with chaos, startled witnesses, a flurry of emergency activity, and a vehicle parked near one of the gas pumps. Inside the car, officers discovered an adult female who was unresponsive, showing no signs of life. The area was quickly secured as paramedics attempted to provide aid, but it was immediately clear that the situation was dire. What had begun as a routine evening at a busy gas station had suddenly turned into a scene of violence and heartbreak.
Police say they responded to the quick trip on South Vandeventer just before 5 p.m. Saturday, where they found a 36-year-old woman shot inside her car parked at a pump. She was pronounced dead at the scene.
The victim was soon identified as 36-year-old Rita Williams. Tragically, she was pronounced dead at the scene after suffering a fatal gunshot wound to the head. What made this loss even more devastating was the identity of the person accused of pulling the trigger, someone Rita had trusted deeply. 46-year-old Bestie Thomas, Rita's longtime best friend and roommate, was taken into custody at the scene without incident. Their friendship had spanned years. They shared a home, countless memories, and a bond that many believed to be unbreakable. Witnesses reported that Bestie remained at the scene following the shooting. The sense of shock was overwhelming, not only because of the sudden loss of life, but also because the act was allegedly carried out by someone who had been a central part of Rita's life. Even more unsettling was the calm, almost detached demeanor Bessie displayed in the aftermath. To some, it appeared less like a moment of sudden rage and more like something she had been contemplating for some time. It was a heartbreaking turn of events that no one could have anticipated. Police responded swiftly and arrested Bestie Thomas. What began as a normal day ended in tragedy, leaving Rita's family, friends, and community struggling to understand how such a close relationship could end in such violence.
Officers quickly arrested 46-year-old Bessie Thomas nearby. She has since been charged with first-degree murder, armed criminal action, and unlawful possession of a firearm. If convicted of first-degree murder, Thomas could face life in prison without parole. But one nearby security officer spoke with us off camera and claimed that the victim was actually shot on Shoto and managed to drive herself to the quick trip before succumbing to her injuries. Right now, police have not confirmed whether the shooting happened at the gas station or elsewhere, but we are waiting for an update.
Following Bessie Thomas's arrest, a wave of speculation quickly spread across the community and online spaces. Rumors swirled about the nature of her relationship with Rita Williams. Some suggested they may have been romantically involved, though no official sources confirmed this. However, one theory that gained more traction centered around alleged bullying and long-term mistreatment. Several social media posts and community members claimed Bessie had been the target of ongoing verbal and emotional abuse. In one widely shared post, a commenter expressed empathy for Bessie's struggles, saying, "She didn't have to take that lady's life, but I understand. She was tired of the abuse. Being homeless, she felt stuck." Still, that wasn't the answer. Another individual, claiming to have known Bessie since the 1990s, described her as a kind, gentle person who had been taken advantage of for years. According to this post, Bessie reportedly received disability benefits, and others in her life had often manipulated her or taken money from her. "I don't know what led to all of this," the commenter wrote, "but it's heartbreaking, especially knowing Bessie had a child of her own." Some accounts even referenced a third person who was reportedly present during the shooting, a woman who claimed to be the driver that night. Identified on social media as Centauria Gudo, also known as Tenny Bop, she shared a vivid account of what allegedly unfolded. According to her, tensions escalated inside the car when Rita, reportedly intoxicated, began yelling and physically attacking Bessie. Rita turned around, hitting Bessie and cussing her out, she claimed. "Then I heard a pow, and Bessie shot her in the head. Blood went everywhere. She was gone instantly." Centauria said that when they arrived at the quick trip, Bessie already had a black eye, allegedly from earlier abuse. She added that Bessie quietly stepped out of the car and began walking after the shooting, moments before a security guard called the police. Whether these accounts are entirely accurate remains uncertain. It's unclear whether these statements reflect the full truth, partial truths, or attempts to justify the unjustifiable. Ultimately, only Bessie can fully explain what led to that tragic moment, and the hope remains that she will eventually tell her side of the story. What is clear, however, is that two lives, those of Rita and Bessie, were deeply entangled in ways few fully understood, and one irreversible act of violence shattered not only a friendship, but the lives of families and a community. According to authorities, Bessie Thomas was legally prohibited from possessing a firearm due to a prior conviction, specifically a 2007 charge related to child abuse. This fact only deepened the tragedy and raised more questions about how she was able to obtain a weapon in the first place. As the investigation continues, many are left grappling with the same haunting question. What truly happened between these two women who once called each other best friends? Was this a calculated act fueled by jealousy, resentment, or unresolved emotional turmoil? Or was it the tragic breaking point of a person who had suffered in silence, someone who felt pushed beyond their limits by repeated mistreatment? The truth may lie somewhere in between. What's undeniable is that the bond between Rita and Bessie, once built on years of shared memories and trust, ended in unimaginable violence. And now, one life is lost, another is behind bars, and a community is left seeking answers to a story that remains painfully complex. On February 13th, 36-year-old Rita Williams was laid to rest in St. Louis, surrounded by grieving family and friends who came together to celebrate her life and honor her memory. The turnout was powerful. So many gathered that it felt as though the entire city paused to pay tribute to her, a testament to the impact she had on those around her. Meanwhile, 46-year-old Bessie Thomas now faces the most serious of consequences. If convicted of first-degree murder, she faces a mandatory sentence of life in prison without the possibility of parole. Prosecutors have indicated they may also pursue enhanced penalties under Missouri law, depending on the final charges. Pretrial hearings are set to begin in the coming weeks as the Circuit Attorney's Office continues to build its case against Thomas. While the legal process unfolds, the community remains shaken, left mourning a vibrant life lost too soon and awaiting justice for Rita. This tragic story teaches us how deeply unresolved pain, broken trust, and untreated emotional struggles can destroy even the closest of relationships. It highlights the importance of addressing conflict, mental health, and personal trauma before they spiral into irreversible consequences. Most of all, it reminds us that violence is never the answer, and that true friendship should be built on respect, safety, and compassion. When those foundations are lost, the results can be devastating for everyone involved. Rest in peace, Rita Williams.